Justin Trudeau gave a speech on Monday night that was supposed to be all about inclusion, about how Canada is a land that's built on our diversity. And then he turned around and said those that disagree with him are racists, are bigots. There were several points to take issue with in his speech to a McGill Alumni Association and the McGill Institute for Canadian Studies that he gave in Toronto at the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. But the part that's really sticking out for me right now is this.
So we should all shudder to hear the same rhetoric that led to a none is too many immigration policy toward Jews in the 30s and 40s being used to raise fears against Muslims today. Last year, after more than 7 years of accepting the practice, his Minister of Immigration declared by fiat that women would no longer be able to wear a niqab during citizenship ceremonies. We all know what is going on here. It is nothing less than an attempt to play on people's fears and foster prejudice directly toward the Muslim faith. This is not the spirit of Canadian liberty, my friends. It is the spirit of the Komagata Maru. It is the spirit of the St. Louis. It is the spirit of none is too many.
That's right. Justin Trudeau, leader of the Liberal Party and the would-be Prime Minister of Canada after the next election, compared the current government's decision to appeal a court ruling on wearing niqabs at citizenship ceremonies to turning back a boatload of 915 Jews. Now, some experts estimate as many as a quarter of those people died in Hitler's concentration camps. That's his reference to none is too many. There's so much wrong with this, from the how do you compare saying show your face for a minute at a citizenship ceremony to sending people back to Hitler's Nazi Germany, to rejecting refugees outright because of who they are, because they come from a specific religious group. This current government has not enacted any such measures. All they've said is follow Canadian tradition and show your face at a citizenship ceremony. Don't cover it up wearing a niqab, which, as I've pointed out, Justin Trudeau puts this down as an issue of freedom. As I've pointed out, this is not an issue of religious freedom because Islam itself and several Islamic countries say there are certain times when women who do wear the niqab, who do cover their face, must show their faces. And that includes during the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca, the holiest place in Islam. But let's also tackle his none is too many comment. Justin Trudeau, in trying to call for inclusion, is trying to say that Muslims under Stephen Harper are being treated like Jews under Liberal Prime Minister Mackenzie King. He's the one that apparently said none are too many. Well, do the facts back this up? No, they don't. A look at Canada's permanent residency from 2004 to 2013. This is official Government of Canada immigration statistics. Permanent residence shows that countries like Iran and Pakistan and Iraq are near the top when it comes to permanent residency. Pakistan is the fourth biggest source for immigrants in Canada at about 12,600 in 2013. That's not much of a change from 2004. Iran, though, went from 6,348 permanent residents coming to Canada in 2004 to 11,291 in 2013. Iraq went from 1,700 to 4,900. Algeria has moved up on the list. Nigeria, Egypt, Bangladesh, Morocco. These are all countries with large Muslim populations, and they're some of our top source countries for immigrants. The same holds true on the issue of temporary residents, people that come over to be foreign students or be temporary foreign workers to get a contract here. Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest. Let me show you those statistics. Saudi Arabia in 2004 had 881 international students in Canada. In 2013, it was 13,955. Nigeria had 1,300 back in 2004. They've now got 6,900 at the end of 2013. Iran, 2,100 in 2004. 5,177 in 2013. Pakistan, 1,800 in 2004 under a Liberal government, 4,000 in 2013. Again, the facts don't back it up. So Justin Trudeau's comment that Stephen Harper treats Muslims as if none are too many is not only repugnant because of the images that it invokes, saying that you will show your face and follow Canadian traditions to sending people to certain death. It's not only repugnant due to that, it's not based in facts. And here he is preaching not only liberty, but inclusion. In fact, Justin Trudeau said that in Canada, liberty is dependent on inclusion. As long as you think like him, and as long as you don't pay attention to those pesky things called facts, figures, or the truth.